Hey everyone, Ron Bainberg here with your tip of the week, and as you can see on the board behind me, I have an article, or at least a headline, from Inc. magazine or Inc. Online, and it says, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says this will be the #1 most valuable skill in the age of AI. In this article, in which Altman was on a podcast, and he was talking about what the most valuable skill that he said his children will need growing up is the ability to ask questions. AI is great at evaluating, it's great at looking at what you do, it's great at fixing things, but it's not great at being human. It's not great at coming up with the questions that we as human beings can come up with. Now, you have to understand something about AI. AI has scrubbed the internet. If we're talking about ChatGPT, it scrubs the internet. It gets every piece of information it can whenever you put something to it or ask it a question. But that's to the extent that AI goes. It does not think, not yet anyway. So what he's talking about is your ability to ask questions that others don't. Questions about the future, questions about opportunity, questions about what things really mean, and find a way to make it work for you. And the reason why I'm talking about questions, because if you've been listening to any of the training that I do, everything that I'm talking about is how you seize your advantage is by asking the questions that others don't ask. You really want to succeed at a level that blows away your competition, then these 3 things apply. Do what others don't know how to do what others are unwilling to do, and do what others are unwilling to learn how to do. Those 3 things are the core foundation for you seizing incredible opportunity. And that's the question that I would pose to you. What do average and typical originators do? What do average and typical mortgage companies do? How do I take advantage of what they're doing? How do I make it better? How do I improve it? And when you start asking questions like this, you're going to get answers from within your own head that AI may not be able to give you. So if I were to give you that one skill, and I'm just taking it from Sam, and that is focus on the questions you ask. You know, one of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins is, your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. I changed it a little bit and I said, your life or your business success is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself and others. It's the same thing, but it's all about questions. And here you have the gentleman who's responsible for the most advanced AI system in the entire planet saying that questions is likely to be the key to the future for you to succeed. So I want you to keep learning about AI tools, and I'll be doing my part to present those to you. But everybody's so focused on AI as the solution, and I will tell you that the person who understands how to use AI but asks the questions that others don't or won't or are unwilling to ask or learn how to ask, that's the person who's going to succeed at the highest level. And the truth of the matter is, asking questions is one of the easiest skills you can ever develop. Why? Because we've been doing it since we were born. We've been doing it since we were kids. We ask questions all the time, but most of them are done subconsciously. Like, what am I going to wear? What's today going to be like? What do I need to do? Most of the questions that we ask are very task-oriented. Or if, let's say, you're dealing with a medical situation, you might be asking, well, what does this mean? So we are already programmed to ask questions. We do it probably 1,000 times a day. But you can control the questions you ask, and that's the effort that very few people will make. So I'm hoping you find this tip helpful. Again, if you're not already currently signed up for my tip of the week, make sure you sign up below. Also, for those of you that are part of my Breaking Boundaries program, we've already been through 3 sessions. We're down to the 4th one, which will be tomorrow. And I'm hoping you'll enjoy it because tomorrow we're going to be focused on prioritization, how you control your time. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.